All right, we're talking about the top three, the best three Verizon phones. Verizon Wireless. Let's talk about it. All right, Ray. So this is one of those questions I'm sure you're asked every time you mention you're into technology and you do a show on technology and you review
What
items.
what phone do I
Yeah,
buy?
exactly. What phone do I? What's the best Verizon phone? What's the best this phone?
uh,
So I decided, you know what? Let's do a show. Just get those three best phones today on
sure,
Verizon Wireless's network, and let's talk about it. So
let's go.
let's look at what we have here. So of course, Verizon Wireless has one of the nation's largest 4G network, but the first on the list is, of course, the Motorola Droid Razr Max.
Mhm.
Run down some pros. We've got good battery life, good battery life, good battery. I mean, it's phenomenal battery life. That's the big deal with it, right?
All right.
It has a Kevlar body, a 4.3 Super AMOLED screen, dual core 1.2 gigahertz processors, 60 gig internal RAM, and 16 gig micro SD. And of course, it's on the fantastic Verizon LTE 4G network. Comes with, that's the pros. The cons, it comes with Android 2.3 Gingerbread OS. It has
Mm.
motor blur on there, which we don't like so much. And
No, we don't like
an
Motorola
8
at all.
megapixel 1080p camera is okay. And with a price point of about $300, that's pretty
It's
steep.
a little steep. A little steep. I mean the 8 megapixel camera 1080p I think is okay. It's
Right.
fine. But man, $300. That's a
It's a
lot of
lot of
money, man.
cash.
That's a lot of money. I mean, I have the Note, and that only runs like 200
Right.
bucks. That's a lot of
That's a lot
money.
of money.
I don't know. And a 4.3, I don't know. Listen, the great thing about Motorola, I mean, sorry, the great thing about Verizon is that Verizon's LTE network is phenomenal. At least in New York City, it is phenomenal, fantastic, freaking awesome. So I think that right there would just sell me on just going with Verizon.
Absolutely. So that leads us to our second, which is the Samsung Galaxy Nexus. Uh,
Our friends at
yes,
Samsung.
Samsung has a very reliable OS. It runs ICS, where Ice Cream Sandwich, which was is Android's
The
latest
latest.
operating system.
Yeah.
It has a 4.65-inch HD Super AMOLED screen, a dual-core 1.2 gigahertz Cortex A9, which is not bad. On the con side, it's all internal storage, so it's 16 gigs of internal storage and 1
Mm,
gig of RAM, no SD.
good.
Google Wallet can't use the NFC on this device, the near field communication. And the 5 megapixel 1080p camera is okay. It's not
It's
terrible.
okay.
And that has a price point of $199.
See, that's better, right? A
Yeah.
$200 price point is much better. I mean, and this seems to be a little beefier box, minus the fact that there are no SD slots. I don't understand that, man.
Yeah.
I don't understand why a company, especially like Samsung, will come out with a brand new phone and say, "Yeah, you know what? We're not giving you an SD slot." I don't get that. I mean, I know that Apple does that too, but we're not talking about Apple today. We're talking about the Samsung phone. I just don't get it, man.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Hmm,
And
I don't get it.
on that note, our third of the top Verizon wireless phones is the Motorola Droid 4.
Droid.
Droid 4. I forgot my screens here. My Droid 4 by Motorola. Everybody's looking at the other one.
Yeah.
But Motorola Droid 4. So this is the deal. Is it the best phone? No. However, many people are tied to their keyboards. They love the keyboard,
Yeah.
and you can't fault them for that.
A
So you
lot.
got to give them an option. So the Droid 4 is the fourth generation of their famous Droid line. It has edge lit LED keys, which are actually very nice. Gorilla Glass, of course. It's a 4G LTE phone. It has a 4.65 HD Super AMOLED screen. Now I don't remember if they have a nano water resistant coating as well. I've got to check on this model. A
Okay.
dual core.
I thought he did.
Yeah, I thought so also.
I thought it did, which is kind of cool, by the way.
Um,
Just dropping on
yeah,
water.
dual core
Using the
1.2
phone.
Texas Instrument OMAP processor, 8 megapixel rear camera and HDMI port. And on the cons, of course, again, motor blur technology. It's not running ice cream sandwich, boo, boo, boo. And 1.2 megapixel front camera. And it's only a QHD display, which is a little, for a price point of $199. Yeah, what do you think, Ray?
Again, that's not too bad. But see, here's my thing, right? I've never understood this. Why do I need an HDMI port on my phone? I don't quite understand. Tablet, I understand. Phone, I don't get.
Yeah, I don't really see myself using that as often. I mean, the only reason I would use it would be to have something like the Atrix, where you have that external computer display.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I completely agree. But something like this, I don't know why I would actually have an HDMI port unless it comes, or it is coming with some additional hardware that would utilize the HDMI port. But you know, okay. Right.
So those are the top 3 that we see. Let us know what you think. Rate, subscribe, comment below in the crotch bar. Tell us what your top 3 is and what they are, and let us know what you think. We'll see you later. As always, thanks for watching. Only cool people press subscribe. Right here. Right there.